today I'm gonna let this baby wander around for a while. I think it's warm enough, and the mom's getting kind of agitated. She is a very high stress mom, so she wants to fight with the hens a lot. But I mean, they got to figure it out at some point. So hopefully they stick close to the run, and she doesn't take this baby all over the yard. And here comes the rooster. He's been eyeballing her. So I will hear a lot of this over the next couple weeks, which is good because it lets me know that the baby's still around. So we'll see how it goes today. Hopefully she just stays close by. If I do see them kind of like hanging out here for the most part, to me I feel like the mom wants the baby to be in there, then I'll throw the cover over here just to kind of give her a break from other hens coming in and her having to worry about the baby wandering off. So I'll keep an eye on that over the next like hour or two and see what she wants to do. If she seems stressed about the other hens and stuff, and I know it's not quite time yet, I'll just put them back in there for the day. So we'll see how it goes. Quick update on the beans. So the Oyas are doing good. I might check out this one because you can see how far out the wet spot from that Oya comes compared to the rest. So it's just a little farther, but the bucket's not draining crazy. But the beans are coming in. So you planted 3 around each side. And there's one right there. So the bush beans we planted first, so those are gonna come in, and then the pole beans I planted along the back right there. Oh, get in there. So the bush beans will come in first. I wonder what that is. And then I need to pull out, I think I get these little sprouts from the hay that was in there. So I just always kind of wait to see that they're nothing, and then I pull them out. Usually I just feed them to the chickens. And then this is where I had planted other beans before that in our carrot bed. And the fact that they aren't coming in yet is a little worrisome. Oh, wait. I think we have something right there. Okay. Maybe it's just different sun. Sun hits this bed differently. Maybe it's shaded a bit more. But we have another carrot coming in. So if this bed doesn't start producing, or the shoots don't start coming up within the next week, then I'll plant the different packet of seeds there. That packet might have been bad. That happens from time to time. And unfortunately, you don't know it for a few weeks. So I got to clean up the garden a little bit last night, so I have to dump this dirt out, and I'm going to put it in the back where I have kind of a composting bin. I'm not throwing vegetables or anything in it. I'm just throwing goat poop, chicken poop, and orchard in it because it's out here and the chickens mix it up, but I also don't want the goats eating out of it. So the way it is right now, they won't eat out of it. So I might throw that dirt in there and see if I can rejuvenate it. And then I've been trying to figure out what I want to plant here next, because these tomatoes are going to be completely gone within this next week. So I'm sure this one I should pick and put on the counter, but I'm going to give it another day or two. So, and I was right. I did plant heirlooms back here So I found these sticks that faded. That was one of the ones that just got really big and didn't produce any fruit. Heirloom. Lesson learned. No more heirlooms. So, yep, there's progress. Nothing to see here. Soil looks good. Oh, let's check on our mites, which I don't know if we can actually check on them. I don't know what there's. So to me, the dirt, whatever's in here, looks really wet. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that or not, but so either way, I have to call that company Monday because they keep sending me dead stuff. So I don't know if I'm supposed to shake it all out or what. Because it's a mite, it's a little harder to tell what you're supposed to do with it. And there isn't really any instructions other than leave it out overnight, but it still is a big clump of wet, which I don't think it's supposed to be. The first one I got wasn't. So we shall see. On the other side, outside of the bed, there is a vine that is flowering, like here. So it makes me wonder if I should leave it, but I don't think so. There's 3 different types of watermelons in here. A juice box, and then I put pollinators all right here. And then I don't remember which kind I put here. I can go look. But it looks like the pollinator is the one that is still flowering. And the other one's not so much. Like there's not one flower up here. So it's screaming, pull me. We'll see. I probably will do that today. Just go through and pull it. Plant pumpkins in here. I'm kind of excited about the giant pumpkins to get those in the ground. Oh, of course. And then I have this, and it's not dying. So maybe I'll leave one little vine or something. I don't know. These little juice boxes are so tiny, but it's probably the best watermelon I ever had. So I'll definitely plant those again for the chickens. And probably a bigger watermelon next year too, because I have so many chickens. When I first started giving them these, I only had like 9 chickens, and I'd buy the little watermelons. Now I have 40 something chickens, so I can buy the bigger watermelons, and it's a day's worth of watermelon food. I don't give it to them every day because that's not great for them, but every once in a while when it's super hot, it's a nice treat for them. There's some other beans that we planted, and basil, and dill. I don't know what this is. It does not smell. It kind of smells like a lemon balm, but I didn't plant any of that. So there's some basil, or some dill, and a roly-poly bug. Damn it. I need those praying mantises. They're gonna be fat. But here's the basil, and that's it. See, if I had those PVC fittings that I have, that I made yesterday, I would have put one right here and then put the seeds in there so it grows up and it's protected. This stuff isn't right up on it. It's just, which brings the bugs closer to it. I don't think it keeps the bugs away from it, but closer to it. So they would each have their own little protected area. So I will be doing that definitely next spring, but I think I'm gonna try it with the pumpkins too, just to give it a little hope. And then I've seen people take a water bottle and turn it upside down, kind of for a greenhouse effect. I think it's too hot out here for that. I don't think that it needs that, but that it also protects it, from the very beginning, and helps it from any pests. So I gotta get the clips out and start clipping these beans up. This one got by something. Here's an old lettuce. still likes it over here. There's another remnant lettuce. Lettuce can come out. This basil is just being eaten to death by whatever's in here. I wish those lace wings weren't dead, but they are. So they would feast on this. This is the one I was letting kind of be a sacrificial plant to whatever, but I think I'm gonna cut that out today too. Cut back all this parsley. This bed needs a good going over. Dump that dirt into those compost bins. Trim this up. Yep, there's a lot to do. Lots to do today. These beans are still flowering and growing. That's great. I'll probably have some tomatoes ready today. I am going to trim back, since I learned with my bed yesterday. I'm just going to trim back. See how this is? It was going to flower and stopped. It's probably too much energy going to these giant tomatoes. Hopefully the sticks under there, what this tomato was, so I can save it for next year. Definitely doing those again. And then our squash we planted not too long ago is going nuts. So I'm going to see, it's already kind of doing this on its own, but I'm going to see if I can pin it, kind of make it go that way. But it doesn't look like I can. If you look under here, I don't think I can move a whole shoot back that way. Well, we'll see. And I do think I saw a blossom in here yesterday. There's some down here. I definitely want to make sure to come through and pull any of the dead stuff. We don't want a bunch of dead vegetation at the bottom. I wonder if this is what's going to happen with the pumpkins. If it's going to be this huge hanging out of the bed. We'll see. Fun, fun, fun. Got a couple that I need to pick and put on the counter today. Alright, we will see what today brings. And we'll check back in on Mama and Baby. And as you can see, Rowdy is a good rooster. He's not trying to kill the chick. He watches over them. Ideally, the chick, if the mom is not around, can run to Rowdy if there's an issue. And our other rooster, Rad, a mixture of Rowdy and Chad, he's similar. He's still younger, but he does not try to kill the chick. He might peck at it just to show the chick, like, hey, you know, I'm in charge. But it's much different. That happens with hens. It's the pecking order, literally. He doesn't peck at it repeatedly or anything. He just gives it a tap and it's like, I'm the boss. Like one of these hens might do right now. Nope, they don't care. So this is good. I'll give them a little outside time. I probably will put them in a cage in a little bit, just because the baby's still so little. There were a lot of hawks around our yard, but I haven't seen any in a while. That doesn't mean they're not there. I just don't want this little baby to get taken by a hawk, so we'll see. We'll see if she stays close to the run or if she starts wandering towards the back of the property. If that's the case, then I'll lock them back up for a day. At least give them a little time. But yeah, he's watching over. So everything's good for now. Buddy, look at your mouth. Look at your mouth. Oh, busted. Okay, so this is supposed to be the replacement canister of the lace wings. Hopefully they made it okay. I don't want to have a bunch of dead bugs. Let's see. You guys alive in there? Oh my gosh, everybody's going nuts tonight. The geese, the roosters, the lacewings don't look viable to me. Okay, well, I think we got like 1 or 2 alive at best. That is a bummer. Don't want to buy bugs for them to all die. Yep. I think there was 1 out of all of those, so I will be calling the company tomorrow and asking what we do about that, because this is the second one, so I'll probably just get a refund on those. That's sad. Sorry guys. They do not travel well. Might have been too hot. Makes me wonder about these mites. Let's see. Okay. And with these, you're supposed to kind of leave it, you're supposed to open it and leave it for like 15 minutes. It does seem awfully wet in there. So I'm just gonna leave these out here for tonight and just see what happens tomorrow. Get these. So I took most of the tomato plants out of this one as well. This is the one that had the really sad tomatoes in it that I planted lettuce in. This one was big and bushy, but when I started trimming it back, what's left was mostly plant and a lot less tomato. So I don't know if it would have given me more tomatoes or not, but the inside of the plant was so dead and the stems were bending over because it was so heavy that I figured it was best to just trim it back. So next year I'll know to keep it more trimmed underneath, like from the inside out, just so that it can support new growth. But I really don't think it would have given me more this year. There were flowering plants on it, but I don't know. It just doesn't seem, the plants look exhausted, so.